Habari, I have an important message to share with you. It really relates to, because I feel like there's a lot of confusion happening. There's so much that I need to address in this video. I have been talking to the FBA community. I have been talking to the Aboriginal community. I have been talking to the Black Indian community, etc., etc. But people are not getting it. And you may be wondering, well, why are you still trying? They're not listening. They're not getting it. Just give up. Just move on. Just let them be. Like someone said, let them be. Let the FBAs be and let us be. But people don't see the problem, because we are not being. We are surviving. We have been surviving this entire time because we have allowed a system of ignorance to divide us, to keep us divided. And when we add on to those titles like FBA, it separates us even further from our true heritage. So, yes, I am on TV wearing a bonnet. A bonnet. Oh my God, I am on TV wearing a bonnet. How dare I? I have no class, do I? I have no class. Oh no. Everything that I have done concerning my hair coming on YouTube has been strategic. And as you listen, if you listen, maybe you'll understand the strategy behind that. But moving forward, I'll give you something else to make fun of me about. Let's make fun of the bonnet, okay? But moving forward into something more important that's actually serious, okay? I use the word gaslighting, and I talk about things psychologically. I notice that people are starting to use that and abuse that word, misuse that word. We as Black people, not just in America, but around the globe, have been gaslighted truly. And for us to now come on and misuse that word, it's going to make it even more difficult for us to make our case psychologically. I am trying to make a case, a psychological case. But if you're coming on here and not understanding what I am trying to do, and you're making it personal, thinking that I am attacking you, you're just hurting us even further. Now, getting back to the FBAs, those who identify as FBA, some of you may think that I am disrespecting you because I am telling you that it's a title. It's not your heritage. It's a title. You don't like the truth. I cannot breastfeed the truth to you. We do not have time to kumbaya this information. I have to give it to you straight. And I am giving it to you straight because I care. Because I know what the title FBA will do should it grow and linger around generation to generation. We already have people here in America, like yours truly, Raven Simone, who believes that, why can't we just be American? I was born in America. I mean, I get it. I get that my ancestors were African, but yes, I've been to the continent, but I'm American. I'm American, okay? We don't really realize the harm that we're doing, because generation after generation after generation, we are moving further from our heritage. We don't realize how much more colonized we are becoming, how much more mentally colonized we are becoming as the generations go by. And that is what I'm trying to help us see, because we are too busy fighting for the status here. And I get people say with FBAs, it's about reparations. I'm trying to help you see the psychology behind the title, the mental colonization behind the title. Because of all the titles that you could have come up with, of all the titles in the world, you come up with foundational Black American. And yes, I use the term Black here because I understand that this is the most common language used for us to identify each other. So this is how I'm meeting us where we're at. If I were to use the term that I want to use, people would not get it. It would not be, the information would not be received. So I am using the term that you most identify with, most of us, to help bring us together, hopefully. Now, getting back to the FBA, we here in America do not have our own image that represents us. I know that those of you believe that the Statue of Liberty, people have spoken on this. They say it was representative of the freeing of enslaved people. That's why they had the chains at the bottom of the Statue of Liberty, which you cannot see. But the Statue of Liberty is a green woman, okay, who has European features. The Statue of Liberty does not have your features, does not have my features, okay, does not have my melanin. That woman is green. So I'm trying to help us think, because it's easier to accept the system. It's easier to accept that, hey, this is both ours. This is ours. This is our house too. But your face is nowhere to be recognized globally as this being your house. Globally, people recognize this as the house of the person whose face is on the dollar bill. That's whose house this is. The face on the dollar bill. Our face is not on the dollar bill. Our face is not even on the penny. We don't even get the penny. Okay. So what I am trying to help us see is that by identifying as FBA, that actually is harmful for us, because this was just recently created in recent times for the purposes, they say, of getting reparations for being the descendants of those who were enslaved. But this is where more of that division comes, because we fail to realize true history and understand the connection of the transatlantic slave trade and chattel slavery. I have spoken on this a few different times. People are just not listening. They are looking at the title. They are getting offended. They are taking it personally. But you don't realize the harm that you are doing as generations grow up, and they are further detached from their own history, further detached from their heritage, and fighting for acceptance into a system which they believe to be superior to their own heritage. As long as we continue to place superiority to America, the English language, we are failing as soon as our feet hit the floor when we get out of bed. We have failed. English is not superior to you. It's not. And a lot of us, we believe that because we have these degrees, we have these, certificates that were approved by Western society, that it makes us superior in a way, that it gives us, it confirms our intelligence. Right. This is what I'm trying to help us see, that we don't need this system to confirm or approve with a stamp our intelligence. And I'm trying to help you see that when you choose FBA, of all the titles you could have chosen, Foundational Black American, you could have even chosen Foundational African American, but you did not. Those of you who say that you're not denying your African heritage, well, you did not choose African. I'm trying to help you see the psychological reasons why you are denying Africa. Okay. Just like you will go out here and you will say, well, you know what? We can take the N word and make it positive. We can even take the word black and make it positive, give it power. But you can't take the word African, and make it positive and give it power, because you are not proud of Africa. You do not have African pride, because it has been brainwashed out of you. You have been convinced, because you still believe in that superiority to this system of white supremacy. And I don't want to keep giving it power by calling it that. I want to call it the system of white supremacy, which we give power to. We give power to it. You must understand the reasons why you are denying Africa. As I said, you could have chosen Foundational African American. And that's just one part of it. But the problem is not understanding that when you divide reparations by nationalities, you are not going to truly get what you are owed, what you think you are going to receive. When it comes to reparations and you fighting for individual reparations by your nationality, those of you fighting here in America, instead of fighting for it globally, you have no idea how much you are cutting yourself short, because they will cut you a check. They'll cut you a check and you will accept it. not realizing just how much more you deserve, how much more you are owed. It's in the mindset. As long as you continue to think that you have to go to this government to get reparations, instead of building independence to get reparations, building unity to get reparations, taking it back. Because you can have a plan. The plan could be to destroy the dollar, to destroy the very same dollar that you want to build generational wealth with, the very same dollar that was used to enslave your ancestors. So when you come to me talking about disrespect, and you want to benefit off of the very same dollar that was used to enslave, to humiliate our ancestors, who's really disrespecting who at this point? As soon as slavery ended, that should have been the first thought, was to destroy the dollar. Because when you destroy the dollar, you destroy who? You destroy that system. You destroy their system, because that's the only thing that they understand, money. They only understand their coin, their money. But we're not thinking about destroying it. We're thinking about multiplying it for generational wealth. Instead of building independence, creating our own wealth collectively as Pan-Africans, as Africans. So I do not identify by titles, because I know that at the end of the day, I am a species. I'm a human species, and I come from the Negroid species, and I am proud of that. You were Negroid before you were FBA. You were African before you were FBA. You will remain African. You will remain Negroid. But now you have this title. It is a title that I'm trying to help you see. It's a title that is getting in the way of your independence. So I know that I'm on here wearing a bonnet. I am doing this strategically because I am trying to teach, not remain mentally colonized. They are strategic in a way that hurts us. We need to be strategic in a way that will liberate us. This is what I am trying to teach. Don't settle for less than what you are owed. You are settling for less than what you are owed, and you are allowing a system of ignorance to continue to be your teacher, because you are dividing from your own heritage, because you are ashamed. Like I said, if you were proud of it, if you had African pride, you would be proud to put African in front of everything that you own. Write that down on every document. But I know that when you go and they have those demographic information, the paper, when you do an application and you see African American, I know that you cringe, because you have been talked out of your own heritage psychologically. The generations that are coming up before us are going to have less information to work with than what we have. As if we continue to divide by titles, they are going to be even more confused and divided. It is our job to unite us, to end the divide and conquer. But before we can end the divide and conquer, we have to end it within our own consciousness. You have to see. You have to be willing to see the colonization within your own mind in order to liberate. But as long as you are unwilling to see it, as long as you are unwilling to not just stare at your reflection in the mirror, but to challenge your reflection in the mirror, we will not get anywhere. Mentally, we have to do this work first. Mentally, we have to start seeing each other, stop seeing each other as immigrants, as foreign. We are the Negroid species, and we need to start acting like it. We need to start acting like it. Stop allowing the system to place superiority over you. The system of ignorance. It's a lot of work that we have to do. And this conversation is not over. But those of you who come to me saying that I am disrespecting your FBA title, you are disrespecting your African ancestors by denying their name. Watching Family Feud, and he says, what sounds appropriate? I am poor or I is rich. Okay. We use ourselves to make fun of ourselves. This is what I'm talking about. Okay. Who told you that one was superior over the other? That one way of speaking was superior over the other? This is what we have to think about. If we want to decolonize our minds, we have to get out of the television, away from the television, and into books, into traveling. We have to get into learning instead of believing that what they dangle over our heads is going to free us. That these people in Hollywood, I'm telling you, they are chasing generational wealth. They are not chasing independence. They are chasing wealth from the same dollar that was used. The same dollar that was used to enslave your ancestors. If we are not planning on destroying that dollar, then we are not planning anything, and we are not getting anywhere.